Y'all
Has
ready?
anyone introduced you to the song Dumas-Walker yet?
Nah, I never heard that.
You're going to, they play it a lot over there, and you're probably going to hear it a lot. It's just
Bet.
get ready. I know Brock said he was surprised when you kind of showed up. So, was there something about Kentucky that stood out in this portal recruitment that really helped you zero in on them early on in the process?
Yeah. Like I said in all the other interviews I did previous to this one, really just the connection, the relationship. Me and Coach White never burnt. Since high school. Like I said, he's the only coach that actually sat down with me 30 minutes to an hour, just talk ball and see if I really wanted to be at Kentucky. As a kid, you don't know where you want to go, but going back into the portal, it kind of driven me here. Just remembering what he did and our connection.
Kind of asking everybody the same question. What does the University of Kentucky mean to you personally?
I mean, honestly, I don't really have a connection here. I mean, I just got here 2 months. I mean, not 2 months, 2 weeks ago. So I really don't have no connection to it. But as I grow here, continue to grow, and as I be here, I hopefully have an answer for you.
How'd you get your nickname, Pop?
Pop, my mom gave it to me. A little commercial growing up that she gave it to me. So.
What commercial? What do you mean?
It was a little. It was a little commercial that used to say Papa Mia, and then I laughed, and my mom just took that, so I called me Pop.
You've been named an All-American before. You've been on multiple watch lists. What has kind of gone into you being able to play at such a high level?
I say just the motivation. People. I say motivation to doubters. People not believing that you can do it. Ultimately, where you come from, also pushes you and drive you to, be the best person you can be. And luckily for myself, I already seen that version of me. Really, I just got to get back to that.
You accomplished so much at Georgia. What challenge did you want in going in the portal and looking for somewhere else this year?
Say it again, please.
What challenge were you looking for? Because you had already accomplished so much in Georgia, why go in the portal? What did you want to get out of this next year?
Not really. I take that question as of something that I didn't accomplish at Georgia, or I accomplished everything. I mean, the portal was just. The question was why I left Georgia. That's what you're trying to say. Basically, what you're trying to say. Okay.
What do you want to get out of it?
Honestly, like you said, I accomplished a lot of things already in college football. I did a lot of things most people, that I've been around or becoming around haven't did it yet. So you really just, I don't know. I say just have more fun with it. That's all I say. Have more fun with it.
You had the reputation as being a vocal leader there.
Mm-hmm.
How do you take on that role here with guys you're still trying to learn and trying to gain that respect?
A vocal leader, you don't like. I say for a vocal leader, how would I translate over? I mean, same how I put my body over here. You just come in. Being a vocal leader, a vocal person, it's just being yourself. So it's easy. Once I get to know the guys, get to know more people. I know a few guys, they cool. You come in, introduce yourself. You just get it rolling. But as people start to see who you are and start to realize who you are, it just come easy. Especially if that's the kind of person you are, which that's who I am. I'm a vocal person, loud person. And once balls start kicking up, I'm pretty sure y'all be hearing me in there screaming and stuff. But yeah, it's pretty easy, man. Once that's who you are.
Brock mentioned to us that in his years there and preparing for Kentucky and scouting, all that, he gained an appreciation for some of the things they were doing here. Did you have anything that you watched when you prepared for those games with Kentucky?
For Kentucky? Like I said, what Kirby Smart always says in the meetings is that this is probably one of the most programs that he respect because of the physicality they play with. There's few teams in college football that can compare or have similarities to Georgia's physicality, and Kentucky was one of them.
Can you correct me if I'm wrong, but you played a lot of Mike at Georgia, right?
We don't call it Mike.
Okay, but similar kind of style?
Yeah.
That's, okay. I know that's D-Jack's kind of spot. Is there, if you're Mike or Will or whatever, is there any sort of differences in having to pick up the style of defense here at Kentucky?
Nah, I mean, not really. At Georgia, if you see me play, we slide. We don't run over because, you know, certain formations, the Mike backer here, Will backer weak side, that's what W stand for in the Will backer. So, you know, Georgia, me and Smile, we was just sliding instead of running around. So that ain't nothing. One's more outside the box, one more inside the box. But like I said, we slid on everything. So out in, it doesn't matter.
Just the responsibility is pretty similar.
It's similar, you know. Once you learn one thing, you'll learn another. So it's easy to slide and run over. Cause then they know who to attack.
And obviously, you haven't like lined up in practice with them or anything yet, but there's a very big defensive line in front of you with a very big man up there too. So
To my zero.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What's it like? How much does it help as a linebacker to have a big defensive line eating up gaps up in front of you?
Well, it makes your job easier. You know what? Like I said, I come from a place that had a big D line, had a good D line. So, you know, it's fun. You know, you get to run around. You know, you don't get double teams up to you that fast, and that's basically it. You know, having Dion in front of me, I think it's gonna be real fun. You know, shit, you can't let him go.
There was a lot of talk about with you and Brock, bringing the winning culture over here. What's been your first impressions of just the Kentucky culture in your first month here?
Well, well, I can't, you know, I guess it starts when I get myself up the park.
Yeah.
You know, I'm coming back from injury, so, you know, I really can't, you know, be what I want to be right now and transfer it over until I get up with myself. But, you know, the guys, they push hard, they work hard, you know. It's just little details, you know, I pick up when things really start getting hard and once you really start going. It's a little thing, you know, you got to keep going, you know, especially when what I'm used to. And I'm pretty sure y'all know they practice schedule and how they practice here, but I'm totally different. You know, I've been doing that for 3 years, so it's just little things like that, you know, not taking nothing off, no breaks, no nothing.
This program has sent some linebackers to the NFL. You know, I know you mentioned Brad. Does that matter? Did that matter when you were thinking about where to go?
Oh yeah, you know, Brad White and Mike Stoops. You know, the physicality, the linebackers they put in, what they do, the strength and conditioning. You know, I had a big talk with Coach Ed before I came here. You know, there's a few things I got to do, and to make sure I leave next year. So that was a key factor. You know, the defense, Mike Stoops, Mark Stoops, Brad White, and Coach Ed and them. Those are all the people I really wanted to talk to when I first got here. Those were the main focus.
You're obviously coming in as an instant impact. What's the biggest thing that you think, in your opinion, that you bring to this defense?
I think I'll bring that leadership role, that vocal leader, just an alpha. Not saying that they don't have one here, but I bring that extra alpha. You know, it's important to have two instead of one. You know, when you have two, you control your side of the field. You know, like I always go back to me and Smile because that's what we did at Georgia. But you know, the alpha, you split it. You know what I'm saying? Instead of that one, you got to control everything. You look this way. You forgot to give them that. The alpha, you take care of your side of the field. So I say two better than one.
What have your impressions been at De'Eric, and how excited are you to play in the middle with him there?
You know, like I said, I just got here, so we really haven't had no time to, you know, really see what another can do. But from workouts and stuff, you know, he's a hard worker. You know, he attacks everything hard. For what I've seen, he just want to go get it. He'll go get her for real.
If things go as well as you hope,
Ain't got no choice to go that well.
what will fans and people here like the most about Brock?
Brock, you know, he's the quarterback that, you know, Kentucky been waiting for.
I've been a lot of guys like Brock, like yourself, SEC caliber talent, where you played on the team recently or maybe a few schools ago. Why is it important to have a lot of guys, almost everyone on the 10 transfers coming in, having that experience? Does it help when you get to conference play and it's the nitty gritty and you have to do well, or other stuff within this kind of makeup of the team?
I just think, you know, I don't think the 10 transfers have anything to really do with it. You know what I'm saying? I just think it's a group effort. You know, all we doing is just helping. You know, the guys that been here already have things installed. We just got to help push it. So that's what I think it come from. Our experience from our old school, previous schools, we just here to push it.
Okay, folks, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Started it off. Same question for everybody. What does the University of Kentucky mean to you personally?
So far, personally, it just means like family right now. Because coming in, it's kind of hard getting comfortable at new places, but the people around here have done a really good job of making sure that I'm getting adjusted really well, and those types of things. So that's how I'm looking at it.
That's been an answer for most of the guys today. Family. How does Kentucky give you guys that feel? What is it about Kentucky that gives you that family feel?
Just the way that they take care of their people, just making relationships with new people. Everyone around here is great. So, just seeing how it is right now, I know it's going to just be even better, like, the longer I'm here.
Did you have a connection with Kentucky from your high school recruitment when you went in the portal, and how did it all come about?
Yeah, I was being recruited by Kentucky out of high school, but, I ultimately decided to go somewhere else. But the whole time, me and Coach Hill would talk every now and then because he's from the same city as me. So we just would talk, like, on a personal level. But, me and Coach Hill and Coach Stoops was here at the time, too. So, I had those ties from high school.
Krisitan, you were the athlete in high school, right? And now you kind of get the defensive back tag. So is there a position that you do prefer playing in the secondary?
I like playing safety, either side, free or strong, doesn't matter. At this point, I just like to play football, regardless of what position it is. I just like playing football and having fun.
When you announced your commitment, some big news happened a little bit later. Did you have any idea that Coach Saban was hanging it up?
No, I didn't have any idea. I saw it, and I was surprised, too. I'm like, oh, my God, like, that's wild. I never thought I'd see that day come because he didn't seem like he was slowing down at all. So I was shocked, too.
And just keeping on the Saban talk, you've played under one of the greatest to do it. What can you take from, what are some lessons you can take from him that you've learned from being at Bama that you can bring to Kentucky?
Just being a hard worker, showing up to work every day, like, no matter how you feel or no matter what's going on, like, you still have a job to do, and everybody around you is depending on you to do that job. So that'll be the main thing I'll take from him.
Your first big opportunity was playing here at Kentucky. What did you kind of, how do you think you played in that game? What did you learn about yourself when your number got called?
I feel like I played okay. Like, regardless, I could have 2 interceptions and I still feel like I could do better. But I feel like about myself, I learned that, that this is something that, I really could do, like, regardless of what level it's at. Like, I know that I'm a ball player, so, like, no matter what league it's in, no matter when it is, I'll be ready.
I don't know if what were your impressions of what you saw on tape preparing for this game against Kentucky and what you saw when you played against them?
I saw like they had a really good run game last year with Ray Davis. I remember that, and just their receiving core was pretty good too with Brown and Key. I remember those guys coming into the game last year. So, I just knew that they was a hard-nosed team. They'll be well coached. So, I just had to make sure that I was doing everything I had to do to prepare.
They pitched you on what your role will be here. I mean, there's a fair amount of depth at safety return. How do you kind of fit in with that group?
Just to come in and we'll figure it out with just my job is to just come in and try to lead by example. Be somebody who people can look to for anything if they need it, whether it's a call or something for technique-wise or anything. Just someone that people can look to for example.
Do you have a guy in that room that you connected with early and kind of took you under their wing to show you how things are?
Yeah, my first day here, I kind of connected the most with Zion. So, and he kind of just told me, like, the ins and outs of the situation and, all the positives and just the things to look forward to. So I'm excited about it.
Kentucky's kind of produced a lot of talented D-backs in the NFL. Was that kind of a good pitching point that kind of made you want to come here? Did that go into your choice?
I mean, I'm a football fan, so I kind of know like a lot about a lot of the schools and the people that they produce. So I already knew it coming into the situation. So I mean, but it is a good plus side to it, knowing that they are good at developing DBs. So it's not a bad option to do it.
Everybody good? All right, thank you much.
All right,
Appreciate you.
thank you.